welcome to the menu. So, I was just thinking, I was just, playing a bit of a game, and let's go to my player card. Because, well, I haven't been playing much Company of Heroes 2, so I went back to CoH2 and I played a few games just to sort out my ranks. I was missing pretty much every rank I had, and as you can see, the results are pretty shitty. Yeah, I've got a lot of bad ranks. So, since I'm kind of a competitive guy, but I'm also kind of a rational guy, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I criticize all these people, and then I probably have a shittier rank than they do. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a lot more and to get better, of course, and then I'm gonna go back and rewatch the replays of every game I play, and just go even like fast forward like 2 times or 4 times, and then I'm gonna record that, and it might make for something entertaining and or useful. So I'm gonna go and start ahead by playing a bit of allies. I'm gonna try to get my 2v2 rank with US forces because apparently I haven't played any games as that, and I'm gonna try to get my 1v1 ranks of Soviet and USF back because I haven't played in a month either of those in 1v1. So yeah, I'm gonna start that, and I'm gonna see you later after the game. Welcome to Famenville. We're back in game. So this is the first game I played, and it's gonna be against Dalt 11 over here, playing as Wehrmacht. I'm actually gonna keep Fog of War on for this, so you can see what I'm seeing. And well, he's about rank 700. I checked, and of course, as you can see, I fucked up and immediately sent my conscripts over there. I'm gonna go Partisans because I like them on this map, Famenville. The map with a lot of buildings, lots of opportunities to flank. You can see that he brings up an MG. I'll go it down to 2 times so I can see better. Brings up an MG, suppresses my conscripts, but I managed to get around him with my engineers. I'm getting around him with my conscripts on the other side, and I'm sending my 3rd squad up north to Cap. That's pretty okay. I didn't manage to get my conscripts pinned over here, but then I kind of fucked up. I stand here against the Pioneers when I should have retreated up to the building and taken cover, and then another Grenadier squad comes up and forces me away. So these engineers are going to go in the house. My thinking is I'm going to delay them for a little bit until I get my 1 command point so I can spawn Partisans over here. In case he brings something else up. He's going to build a mortar, which, of course, since I'm Partisans, I have radar intercept, so I know he built a mortar, and I know I can take it with a good flank with my Partisans. So I pulled off on building more conscripts. I only build 3 and then go for a field infirmary because I want more manpower for spawning, of course, Partisans. And that works out decently. As you can see, I see the mortar, I spawn Partisans, I'm going to be able to get behind it with the Papashas. In the meantime, the mortar has forced away one of my conscript squads, but I managed to steal it. Now, I'm not sure that was a good idea to steal it, but it ends up working out decently, I guess. It almost gets wiped in retreat. These conscripts are about to get wiped, but they managed to win the engagement. Then I move back in with this conscript squad over here, and I'm kind of failing to micro the other squad. This one's more healthy. I should have sent it into the fight, and I should have sent this squad back into capping. Then I managed to throw a grenade with my 1 partisan left, so that was really good on me to not retreat that one guy, because he was really useful. I throw a grenade. I almost wiped the MG. I managed to do that. So I've got pretty decent map control at this point, and I'm thinking I just need to prepare for any kind of scout card that might come up, because, he might want to use that to regain a bit of map control. So I've got partisan tank hunters now, and I'm gonna get AT grenades. Also because since I've got radio intercept, I know that he's building this. So yeah, that's really good, really good ability. I put my mortar here, which is a mistake because there was nothing there to protect it, and it ends up being forced away. I do manage to bring up some conscripts back from healing. I took too long to rebuild them. They were over here a while. And then I tried to build... I'm not going to reinforce my 1 partisan, which was a mistake because I had a lot of manpower. I thought I wouldn't need the manpower, so I didn't reinforce it. I tried to send it up there to plant mines, but it was spotted. Here I run right into an MG, which is obviously a terrible idea, but I managed to get my mortar up. I spawned some Partisans. Over here I see that there's Panzer Grenadiers. I managed to throw a grenade on them, and I flanked the MG and forced it away. So I'm going to be able to almost wipe the MG again, and I take map control again, and he's going to surrender now. So this was a pretty quick game. I made a couple mistakes in the managing of my infantry. I was a little sloppy on that. But I managed to win thanks to a bit of surprise with the partisans. So of course this was a very quick game, so I'm gonna include another game. It's gonna be as USF. So yeah. Welcome to Crossroads. 1v1, of course, USF against Wehrmacht. It's gonna be against Pefe, who is a rank 1500, so Relic didn't really do me much of a good hand, because of course, yeah, the poor guy. So of course, I decide that since it's Wehrmacht, I'm not gonna go Lieutenant, because Lieutenant sucks against Wehrmacht. I'm USF, of course, and I'm gonna try to go for the Captain. So I try to send all my riflemen to the left to snatch this field point, because, well, I want it. And yeah, there's really not gonna be any opposition here. The person is going to the middle with an MG. As you can see, when I find it, I put my rifle in this building, and I attempt to flank with this other rifleman spot. I put them in green cover. I managed to wipe out Grenadier, but they get suppressed in green cover, which is a bit of an issue. I do manage to flank around with a second rifleman. That was a bit of a mistake with my first rifleman spot, I guess. And then I managed to steal the MG. Up north, there was a fight between my rear echelons and the pioneers, with my rear echelons won. Here I use my low health squads to back cap over at the right side of the map. Here I build a fighting position, which is wrongly placed. It should have been placed a bit further up here or a bit further up here, because as you will see, it will not do anything, literally. I tried to take out the sniper because I see a sniper, but all my riflemen squads are pretty low HP and I get forced back, so that was a pretty shitty move. I do manage to flank an MG with my rear echelons and do attempt to push up. My MG that I stole almost got wiped by a sniper, but the sniper is forced to retreat at least. I managed to flank with my rear echelons, bring up my captain. I do have my captain now. I'm building my Stuart. I managed to bring up some forces and attempt to take out the sniper. I managed to do some damage to it, but it's gonna run away. Especially because here I push up a little bit too far and get into the base MGs. Here's a Stuart on the field. I'm gonna start to bring it up, and here I make a mistake. I'm gonna kill this MG, then he was there. Then I run into the base. There's a bit of a line spot here, and of course I instantly run into a Panzerfaust. If there'd been a pack there, I would have lost my Stuart, which would have been a pretty bad decision. I do manage to at least get up and repair it. I go for a second Stuart because I know I have a pretty big advantage, so I'm gonna go and just push it. And here I'm just, kiting these Grenadiers if they manage to get a Panzerfaust off. Really off on the micro here, but it's really not gonna matter too much. He's only got 2 units, so yeah. So I see the pack and I try to flank it, fail a bit at it because of pathfinding. I'm gonna go run around it, and it's pretty much over at this point, so I'm gonna speed it up. And at this point it's just base raping, in before video flagged for rape content. Yeah. So my mistakes were, of course, a bit of a miss micro on my rifleman in the early game. A couple of miss micro movements. Definitely charging with that Stuart way too aggressively was a mistake. Other than that, really, the fighting position placement, it didn't really do anything. It should have been placed over here or over here, in an alternative manner. And yeah, other than that, pretty much nothing. So yeah, as you can see, these games have been pretty easy, but just don't worry, soon I've got my ranks back, and soon enough I'll have actual players with actual games. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you learned something, and I hope